asked, willing this will go quickly and I can get this ridiculous thing off my head. It looks nice. Just whip it back and forth. What? It's a disgrace.
One important thing to look at next is it comes from a scene right before they enter the casino where T'Challa is walking with Nakia and Okoye, the general. And they're in the dresses and he's dressed in a suit. And she mentions she's wearing a wig because her normal hairstyle is she doesn't have any hair. She's bald. But her statement was, I just want to get this ridiculous thing off my head. It's disgraceful. And one thing to point out, number one, is that the women, we're supposed to have a covering. In the time that we've been under a curse, our covering essentially has been gone. And our women especially have been in a position where hair has always seemed to have been an issue. And I think the Most High, there seems to be a huge awakening that's been going on. And it was kind of even proceeding in around the same time frame as the awakening of who we are as Y'Israelite. But it goes to show what lengths they've gone through when it comes to hair. How they've been ridiculed for it by the other race. How they've been teased about it. How there's been commercials and movies that just degrade them in regards to that, to the point that they have felt the need to wear wigs. They felt the need to put chemicals on their hair, chemicals which are poisonous to the body. So other types of hair, other hair with other DNA into it. This is an opening. Our head is a covering. It's an opening. And one of the biggest things that it's so sad, and I pray that this is all being taken with love and understanding, is our women have been fighting for the last 400 years to implement themselves into a system, into a society that we do not belong in. Our women have tried to change their hair, put heat to their hair, put their hair into styles that allow them to blend in with their approval. And if you think about it, the wigs, the chemicals, the weaves, the things like that, these are all things that cause them to be the covering of the head for our women. And one of the things that I hope people can take from this is the embracing of who she was. There's a lot of different hairstyles in this movie, all of them in different stages. There were those who were bald. There were those who had very, very short haircuts. Nakia had Bantu knots, which I thought was very, very interesting. She had Bantu knots. But all of them stood tall in who they were, stood powerful in who they were, without any need for any sort of look that needed to be approved by anyone else. I believe that there's power in that, and if you look back through time, with each movement that had been squashed with after the civil rights movement, you come into the Black Panther movement, which was the very first time that our women were embracing their blackness or their origin, wearing their afros, wearing their natural hair in whatever it was. And this is just, I believe, is a testament to show that we don't belong here. Our women do not belong here. Our women do not need to seek the approval of any other race in regards to how their hair looks, the texture of their hair. Yah gave us the texture that He gave us for a reason. It's the only texture that protects our head from the sun. It's the only texture that drinks in the rays of the sun. These are huge important things and little subtle hints that are sprinkled out throughout the movie.
Now it's ironic because I wasn't interested in Marvel in any of their movies, but I got very interested in the Black Panther movie because I had heard that the entire cast had natural hair. And I thought, oh, if the whole movie got, if every so-called Negro in the movie got natural hair, then maybe this is something that I should be checking out. Now, that was the tipping point that made me say, well, let me go ahead and check out this movie.